So, are you feeling guilty for even thinking about wanting to take a day off from work to focus on your self-care? Are you feeling even more guilty trying to work up the courage to ask your boss if you can take that day off from work? Yeah, me too. Welcome to Beautifully Messy. Hello, my beautiful messes. So today we are in a little bit more professional attire than the last video because we are talking about hustle culture. Yes, hustle culture. We're going to talk a little bit about burnout culture, and we're going to also talk about a newer concept called break culture. So let's get into it. Of course, we're going to start off first and foremost with our skincare. I am using the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer, and I had ordered a Glow Recipe trial kit from them because I never really used anything from the brand. And I really like these products. I've been using the moisturizer. I've also been using the niacinamide dew drops, as well as the strawberry salicylic acid serum. And I just really like their products a lot. So we're just going to put that on the face. So hustle culture is defined by monster.com, the job recruitment site, as basically putting work before everything. You are more concerned with making money so that you can pay your bills, and that is what keeps you surviving, rather than really taking a second to just breathe and focus on yourself. We're seeing that a lot of millennials tend to fall into hustle culture. And basically, society, really, with all of the memes and everything on Instagram, I remember there was a point after the recession where that was just all that you would see was just, I gotta hustle, hustling every day. And I mean, it can be great, but after a pandemic, the last thing that you really need to do is work yourself into the ground. You need to find ways to take care of yourself, because when your mind isn't okay, your body will also start to feel those effects, and things can go downhill from there. So last video, I realized I didn't talk anything about sunscreen, which is a big no-no because you have to use your sunscreen. I don't care what anybody tells you. So today I'm using the Tula Skincare Protect and Glow. And I was using this sunscreen left and right every day during the summer. I love the Tula company. I love them. I love their products as well. They have a mist that I've been thinking about trying. I think it's like an antioxidant mist. So I'm really excited to explore more brands like that as well, because I love using makeup, but I'm really loving and enjoying skincare products as well. So now that we have our sunscreen on, I have to read a little bit more of the facts. So here we go. So it's when you feel like you're being lazy, that you feel like you're not productive, that's when you know you're a part of hustle culture, because taking care of yourself is always productive. And statistics show that many salaried employees that work 45 hours a week, and 25% of Americans tend to have a side hustle. Some of these side gigs can actually mean that you're accumulating 15 to 20 more hours during the week on top of your usual 40 hours of work week as well. So it can get really, really tiring. It can get, you lose time with, friends and family, and we just don't want to do that. We don't want to be doing anything, whether it's, being a recluse and withdrawing from your friends and family due to seasonal depression, or working yourself into the ground. Because it's really important to have a support team and to know that they're there for you and to embrace how much they are there to support you. So, 46% of Americans say they need their side hustle to pay for basic expenses, basically making ends meet. 25% have a side gig in order to save towards a specific goal, and another 24% are hustling to pay off debts and most likely student loans, which I'm still working to pay off. And let me know in the comments, are you working to pay off your student loans too? Because it's everything is just so taxing. And as a kid, you're like, I can't wait to be an adult. And then you get to adult and you're like, I really miss being a kid. I look at my daughter and I'm like, please don't grow up too fast, because enjoy it. Just enjoy it while you can. So now that we have on our skincare, our sunscreen, I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Putty Primer. I love this product. And as you can see, I'm breaking out here and a little bit down here. We want to do whatever we can to protect against that. In my life experience, all of my family members have had a hustle culture mentality. My mom was a student at NYU, and she was working 2 to 3 jobs while also parenting me. My dad had always maintained some sort of hustle. He would be the first person to tell you he was a hustler. And my sister and I also took on that mentality when we were in our 20s, and we just thought, well, we can rest when we die. And, now that I think about it, I think that's part of the reason why I am always trying to take a nap, because I was just out just trying to make money, because that was all that was important at the time, was just trying to make money to keep going. And it wasn't even like I had to pay the same kind of bills that I have to pay now. Like, what was it? Gas? Like, I bought a used car, so I was paying for gas and clothing and a phone bill. Yeah, big difference. Like 22-year-old Rachel, 32-year-old Rachel, big difference. So, on to burnout culture. So, burnout culture can occur when society influences employees to believe that you are only as successful as the money that you are making, as the hours that you are accumulating. That's what determines your success. If you're not working, you're not being productive. And that's where you can get burnt out. I've definitely felt it, especially at the job that I have now. I've definitely felt burnt out, but I've also taken steps back, and I've also found ways to kind of pace myself in a way that's much healthier for me, that makes it so that I don't burn out like I was over the summer. So now that we've done all the skincare, we've done the priming, let's get into the eye look. So for me, I usually feel the most professional, the most ready to take on the day, just boss up with blue eyeliner on. And I got that from my mother. When I was younger, my mother used to always wear blue eyeliner, and it just influenced me and made me see a certain level of strength in that color. Here we go. So first off, we're going to start with the Hourglass Tiger palette, and we're going to go into this lovely amber color. I'm just going to use that all over my eyes, just as a nice base. So let me know, are you suffering from hustle culture mentality? Are you burnt out? I mean, after the holidays, it can be really easy to burn out in a number of different ways. And the next video is most likely going to be about holiday burnout, because it doesn't take a lot for you to just be completely done and exhausted with a concept, with a time of year, with a career, and all that that career demands from you. So it's very, very, very common. You should not feel anything like, there's nothing wrong with you. If you feel a little bit more exhausted at the end of the day, like I always say, please be kind to yourself because there's only one you. And yes, nobody can do the job the way you do it, but if you're not there to do that job, that's a different story. So now we're going to go into this lovely kind of burnt orange shade down here. I believe this is supposed to be a highlight, but we're just going to use it in the outer corner of the eye just to give things a little bit more depth and color. And then we will start talking about break culture. So break culture, I actually learned from a Forbes article, is about the employer influencing their employees to take necessary breaks, to do whatever it is you need to do to keep a work-life balance, which is absolutely phenomenal. When I got into the job that I have now, I was not used to that at all. I was used to being nervous to even ask my boss if I could take a day off just because my head wasn't in a good headspace. And I'm lucky that this job allows me the ability to even, work from home sometimes if needed, so that I can just maintain some level of stability, which, like I said, after this pandemic, stability should be a standard for everybody. And actually, I want to put that on the shirt. Stability should be the standard. So now I'm just going to go in. I'm using a Pixie blue eyeliner pencil. We're just going to use our finger to slightly wing that out, and then I'm going to take it down a little further into the lower lash line, about a third of the way in. And this color is in black blue. And I love these eye pencils because they basically don't budge. Like once it's on there, it's on there. And it's super pigmented, so you don't have to worry about the color not showing up. And I love the shade and the fact that it's like a black blue, because I love black eyeliner, but when I can, add a little bit something extra, a little more oomph, I love it. So again, it's going in a third of the way in. Okay. So there is that. So that's hustle culture. That is break culture. And I want to know from you, how are you feeling? Does this look make you feel as boss as I'm feeling now? Because I'm feeling it. Next few videos, not the holiday burnout video, because that's coming up next. I'm very excited to do that. But the video after that will be about having a work-life balance and quiet quitting. So stay tuned for that one because I'm really excited to do that one. So now we're doing brows with our usual NYX Thick It, Stick It. And we're keeping the brows pretty natural. Ah. So yes, quiet quitting was something I had learned about on TikTok, and then I had started to see more articles about it later on. And I wasn't exactly sure how to feel about quiet quitting, so that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited to do that video. So now we're going to get into our complexion product. We're using our Make Beauty Diffusion Dew, again, in 16 Hazelnut, I believe. And I always forget to shake this. You're just gonna put some on a sponge. And I'm using like the smallest amount possible because I really want the eyes to make the statement. And even, you'll notice even with blush, we're gonna use a very like kind of all around neutral blush. And I also like to use a neutral lip as well when I'm doing some color on the eyes. So now that that's done, we're going to go into the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. And this is in the shade Dark. And we're going to use this just to add a little bit more. This is a Real Techniques brush, by the way. It's an Insta Pop All Over face brush. I got it in a kit years ago. And I just really love it for like cream bronzer products. I love the angling of it. So now we're going to just put that on the forehead, on the cheeks, and a little bit on the jawline, just to give a little more dimension. And now that's done, we're going to go into our Butter bronzer by Physicians Formula, cult favorite, and this is in the shade Endless Summer. I'm just going to bronze up the face where we had that cream bronzer. So now that that's all done, I didn't feel like using concealer today, so we're not going to use concealer today. But we are going to go into our Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Intense blush. And we're just going to put that on the cheeks. And like I said, I like to have a nice neutral color when I'm doing blue in the eyes. But I am taking it up towards the temple. And then on top of that blush, we're going to put, just to add a little tiny bit more color, we're going to mix this rose shade and this kind of copper shade together. And that's what I love about Hourglass products. There's automatically just this great shimmer to them. It's not even like a glittery shimmer. It's just like a nice, healthy glow. So we have to put on mascara. We're going to use the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Stretch and Strengthen Mascara. Oops. I'm only doing the top lash line because it's during the day, and I don't usually, when I go to work, I only put mascara on the top lashes. Don't mind me, I'm just adding a little bit more because I really love mascara. So now that we have that, I am going to use this Context Back for More Nude Balm on the lips. to give a little bit of color. And I think that's about it. So, how are you feeling? Did you drink your water today? Please, please, please be kind to yourself. Be kind to each other in the comments. And let me know, what are your life experiences with hustle culture? How do you feel? I mean, I'm not saying that it's negative. I honestly feel like this is my side gig right now, is YouTube. This is my creative passion. And because I don't get to be creative in my actual job, I love that I have the ability to be creative here on this platform. This is beyond fun for me. And what are your creative pursuits? What are your creative passions? What do you love to do? That's, to me, is what life's about. Life is too short to just have a 9 to 5 and come home from that 9 to 5 and eat dinner and then go to bed and then wake up and do your 9 to 5 again. I just feel like that's not what life is about or should be about. What's your opinion? Let me know in the comments. If you are interested in wearing blue eyeliner, maybe you thought, I've never really tried blue eyeliner before. Maybe I'll, take a step out. Take a step out. Go ahead. If you're nervous about blue eyeliner, try blue mascara. See if you kind of like that instead. But like I said, what does your hustle culture look like? Show me outfits, show me skincare, show me makeup. Let me know. Talk to me on Instagram, like, share, and subscribe. Share this video, please, with other people you know that are in your workplace and might be suffering from hustle culture or even burnout culture. If you're suffering from burnout culture, let me know. How are you getting through? The whole point of this whole channel is for all of us to talk to each other and share experiences. So, I hope that this was entertaining. I hope you learned a little bit. I hope you did not mind my news reporter type vibe. Let me know. Did you like the news reporter vibe? Would you rather me be off script? No, I don't know. This is all very new to me. I'm just having fun with it. But I really hope that I can help you. And like I always say, I love you for watching. You are very much necessary. You are more than enough. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.